The Missing. Final Kingdom Trilogy Book 1. Written by Stephen K. Smith. Narrated by Tristan Wright. Chapter 1. The first week after Bryce went missing had been like a bomb exploding in our living room. Nothing was the same. He was missing, but he was still everywhere. I couldn't go 30 seconds without someone mentioning my older brother's name. Every email, social media post, phone call, each sympathetic glance, each gentle touch on the arm. They were all about Bryce. My parents had plastered every square inch of our town with posters. Bryce's face underneath "Missing" in giant block letters was all over Milton. Nearly every day, Mr. Janikowski from the end of the street would drop a new box of flyers on our front steps, fresh from the printer in the Priceway shopping center. He might even have been paying for them, but I'm not sure. People from all over, and not just from our neighborhood, stopped by to pick up flyers to pass out around town. Papers covered every bulletin board and telephone pole in Sloan County, Essex County, and even as far as Edgerton and Limerick. I think people just wanted to feel like they were doing something in their own small way to help get Bryce home. So, despite his absence, my brother was all I ever thought about now. His face from the flyer was embedded in my brain when I closed my eyes at night. It was a cropped image from a photo Dad had taken of him at a preseason track meet. It seemed like only yesterday we were standing in front of the chain-link fence next to Central Catholic High School before Bryce ran the anchor leg of the mile relay. The sky was a clear blue. We'd had dinner at Applebee's after the race. Then, one day I came home from school and he was just gone. Dad called the police after Bryce had been missing for several hours, and none of his friends knew where he was. His car was still sitting in the driveway, and there was no sign of a struggle, but his phone and wallet were gone. For the first 2 weeks, detectives from the Milton Police Department were around a lot. The FBI Missing Persons Division even came. The police spoke to me with Mom and Dad, and then they interviewed each of us separately. They asked everything they could think of about Bryce, who he hung out with, what he did after school, where he might go that nobody knew about, if he'd been in any fights, if anyone wanted to hurt him. All the normal stuff that you see detectives ask on TV. But after a while, the interviews stopped. The once-a-day visits from the detectives became one a week. The news cameras and articles in the paper began to fade away. Even Mr. Janikowski seemed to be tiring of printing new flyers. The last box he had dropped off a week ago was still mostly full. Maybe the worst part of it was how strange it felt to have Bryce gone. I suppose it's usually a surprise when someone goes missing, especially a kid. Sure, some people might say they saw it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?